Hi everyone, Adina Dragasanda here, Remax Crest Realty with your June 2018 market update. In May, we finally started seeing some more pronounced shifts in the market. Sales are down 35% compared to last year. Now, it's not really fair to compare it to last year because the last 2 years were really abnormalities in our market and sales were at all-time highs, so we do have to put it into perspective. But looking at the 10-year average for May, we see that last month the sales were still 19% below the 10-year sales average. So on the listing side, we saw that listings were up 38% compared to the previous year. Last month's listings, although they were at a high for the last 2 years, it's still below the long-term average for the month. So what we're seeing is that the market's finally regaining its balance. We're seeing more inventory on the market and we're seeing sales still going strong, but softening a little bit from the craziness that we had seen the last 2 years. This translates, if we look at the months of inventory, we're seeing that we currently have 4 months of active inventory in the marketplace. What this means is that if no new listings came on the market, it would take us 4 months to burn through all the current inventory right now. And this is double from what it was last year. Last year we only had 1.8 months of inventory in May. This is still considered a seller's market. We want to see about 5 to 6 months of inventory on the market for it to be considered a balanced market. Condos right now, this is the most sought after commodity in the marketplace. 50% of total sales in May were of condo properties. Yet on the listing side, listings of condos are only 30% of the total active listings in the marketplace. So we're seeing an imbalance there. Most of the demand is in the condo market and listings are lagging behind there. This translates to showing that there's only 2.5 months of active inventory in the condo market. So it's still very hot, still a seller's market there. Townhomes are sitting at 3.4 months of active inventory, so again, seller's market territory. And detached homes, that's where we really started seeing the drop and cooling off in the marketplace. We're seeing almost 7 months of active inventory across the region for detached homes. So detached homes currently make up 55% of the current total listings in the marketplace, yet of the sales are only making up about 33% of the current sales. So big mismatch there. We have an oversupply in the detached sector and we're still undersupplied in the condo market. What does this mean for you? Well, generally this is showing up that it's a great time to be a buyer. You have a little bit more time right now, there's a little bit more breathing room, and there's a little bit more selection. So it's a great time to be buying. On the selling side, yes, things have cooled off. Things are taking a little bit longer to sell, so you do need to be priced well, and you do need to put in that extra effort to make sure that you outshine the competition, because buyers are comparing you to more properties now. But overall, prices are still up compared to last year. Condos are up 20% still in terms of prices from where they were a year ago. Townhomes are up 16%. And the detached market is pretty flat. It's up about 2% from this time last year. So it's going to mean different things for you depending on what your market you're in. It's a great time to be moving up. If you're selling and buying up in a higher price point, it's great because the higher up the price ladder you go, the softer the market is. That's it for now. Have a great month and we'll see you in July.